Hello. This video I wanted to make in kind of as a response or just a comment on a CNBC article that I had just seen. The CNBC article was talking about how the president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland, Loretta Mester, had announced that because of the economic situation, she believes that the Federal Reserve should raise interest rates in between now and June. And I thought that was very interesting just because knowing about some of the other central banks around the world that have made policy announcements and policy decisions over the last month and since the beginning of the new year, it seems like the U.S. Federal Reserve is kind of in the minority as far as central banks go and deciding to raise interest rates. And so to kind of probe into this topic, I went online and a quick Google search revealed there's this site called centralbanknews.info, and I took it that their information is accurate and is correct, but if anybody out there disagrees with me and thinks that this is not a reliable or a trustworthy site for news about the Federal Reserve, then please let me know so that I can find another source. However, according to this website, again, centralbanknews.info, there have been rate cuts in 15 countries so far in 2015, and of those, 6 of them have taken place in so-called advanced economies. So that is 3 rate cuts in Denmark, 1 in Switzerland, 1 in Canada, and 1 in Singapore. And then going down the list, there have been 6 rate cuts in emerging economies. That is India, Russia, Turkey, Chile, Peru, and Egypt. And then there have been 2 rate cuts in frontier markets, which are, I guess, a separate class from emerging market, and that is Romania and Pakistan. And then finally, one country that didn't seem to give a specific name as far as what it's classified as, other than it's neither an emerging market nor a frontier market, and that is Albania. The central bank there has decided to announce that they will be cutting interest rates in that country. So that is a total of 15 countries since 2015 as it began that have announced that their central banks have announced that they are cutting interest rates, and that is in response, or not in response, in contrast with 6 nations' central banks that have announced rate increases so far in 2016. And the only one that's really of any major size is Brazil, the emerging market of Brazil. They've announced rate increases. And then 5 central banks in other economies have announced rate increases: Belarus, Mongolia, Armenia, Kyrgyzstan. I might not be pronouncing that right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Kyrgyzstan. I know that it's in Asia, but I don't know much more about it. And Trinidad and Tobago. So those are the countries. So that's 6. So 6 countries have announced rate increases, with the only one of any really significant size being Brazil, and 15 announcing rate decreases. So that to me is very interesting. How based on that information, the Federal Reserve has announced that they're going to be raising interest rates. So I don't know what the reasons are behind that. I don't know if maybe the U.S. economy is improving faster than these other economies around the world. But it is interesting thinking about how, one of our closest, if not our closest trading partner, Canada, is, they announced, within the last couple of weeks that they are going to be cutting rates, and we announced that we're going to be raising rates. So that to me is very intriguing how 2 countries that are so linked economically can have diverging diverging policy going forward regarding their central bank and interest rates. So I'd like to hear everybody's views on that and their responses on that. See if maybe there should be more coordination or more uniformity with the interest rate policies of the central banks of Canada and the U.S. And please let me know if the site is not credible so I can find a better site to go on and get more accurate information. So thanks and have a great day.